Hey, fourth graders. Me and Mr. Piggy here today, wrapping up our last day of using money. And I just have to ask you guys, do you know why we have piggy banks? Okay, I didn't know either, but I'm so excited because we're going to read about it today. Where did those even come from? Why do we have them? So let's go ahead and get started on our last day of using money. So I'm going to put Mr. Pig to the side, Mrs. Lawson here, and I'm so excited to keep reading with you today. So we are going to continue to learn about using the main ideas and supporting details, but we're going to take it a step further today, fourth graders, and we are going to create a summary. You can do this. I know you can. We know we are successful today when we can use details in the text to make an inference. So we're going to be doing that as we read today. Then we are going to identify the main idea of a page, identify supporting details, and then create our own summary. So excited. So vocabulary, Miss Lawson's favorite. So what is this first vocabulary word? Yeah, it is resemble. So these two girls resemble each other a little bit. No one knows how or when the piggy bank came to resemble this animal, Mr. Pig. So what does it mean to resemble something? Yeah, guys, it just means that you look like something or it's similar to. Great job. So for your foundational skill today, we're still focusing on those words from French, and you're going to read a story about the Great Escape. It sounds super exciting. So there's going to be some hazards, companions. Going to be a good story. So again, we're wrapping up the story today. I'm so excited. So we're going to focus on how did the piggy bank get its name? So guys, write down your guesses really quick and see who gets this right. I did not get it right. So it says the first piggy banks were not shaped like pigs at all. They were actually jars made out of clay. So how did people get the piggy banks that are used today? During the 1400s, people used an inexpensive orange clay called pig to make household items such as dishes, pots, and jars. Before banks were around, people saved money at home, and they often used these containers to hold coins. Some people created pig jars for the purpose of saving coins. Many of these jars had a slot at the top, and the only way to get the money out was to break the jar. That'd be so sad. By the 1700s, these pig jars became known as pig banks and later as piggy banks. Around this time, people started making the banks out of glazed pottery instead of orange clay. No one knows for sure how or when the piggy bank came to resemble the animals. So we got the animal here with kind of the glazed pottery because it's black. It doesn't have that orange that the other one does have. So down here it says during the 1400s, the orange clay called pig was probably pronounced pug. Over time, the pronunciation changed to pig. So Mrs. Lawson isn't wrong. It just changed. And here's what, kind of like mine. In some European countries today, people give piggy banks as a gift because they believe the pig brings good luck. It's interesting. So now our summary. Spending is a part of life. You can learn to spend wisely using a budget. A budget can also help you save money. So what main point does this chart show? So it says Jimmy saves $10 a month, $120 a year. So right here, he's starting at 8 years old, and this is all the way when he's 27. So when he started in this column when he was 8, and this column when he was 18, and he saved double the amount. So, wow. It says over here, Jimmy's total was $7,593. And then Steven's total, even though he was putting in double the amount, only ever got to 4,000. So what conclusion can you draw, fourth graders? So let's keep reading and see if it helps you. The chart on page 44 shows how important it is to start saving when you are young. Over 20 years, Jimmy and Stephen deposited the same amount of money into their account, $2,400. However, Jimmy ends up with a lot more money than Stephen because he started saving 10 years earlier. As a result, he earned a lot more compound interest. The interest rate in the example is 10%. So it's showing us compound interest and why it's important to save early. That's the purpose of this chart. Hopefully you guys figured that out. So that's the conclusion we can draw. Compound interest, if you start saving early, that interest that builds up over a long amount of time is worth it. Saving for longer is worth it because that compound interest builds up. I think I repeated myself a lot. I think you get it, hopefully. So here are all those answers from all those math problems you've been doing during reading. If you were doing that work, check your answers here. I know some of you got those right. So, oh my goodness, this last one is right here. Based on the numbers in the chart on page 44, how much more does Jimmy save at the end of 20 years? If you looked, it shows us they subtracted those totals, and it's about $3,500 more dollars, which is amazing because they put in the same amount of money. So, what conclusions can you draw about the advantages of saving your money in a commercial bank rather than a piggy bank? So why should we not save it here and go and put it in the bank? Hopefully you guys figured out. Well, at the end, they only had $2,400. If I was using my piggy bank, that's all I would have. It just be that $2,400 sitting here. And like Greg learned, it's not always safe at your house. But just by putting it in the bank, they earned so much more money. They earned, oh my goodness, like $5,000 just by putting it in the bank and letting them use it. So my conclusion is what? What do you guys think? Yeah, you earn money by putting it in the bank. Good job, fourth graders. So let's work together and create this summary. A summary of an informational text only tells the most important ideas, the main idea, and those supporting details. So take a minute and draw this chart. You guys are becoming pros at this. I know you got it. So we're going to look back at pages 44 and 45 for the main idea. So it's talking about spending is a part of life. You can learn to spend wisely using a budget. So, kind of talking about saving money being important because that's what this whole chart is about. And then it talks about it over on this page too. So saving money is important. Now, let's look back and figure out what did they tell us about saving money? Right here it says a budget can also help you save money. So budgets can help us save money by telling us this is the set amount I'm going to spend on this and really making sure we have a plan for our money. That is important. Now, what other information did we learn about saving money? Yes, fourth graders, we learned all about compound interest today and how it helps build up that savings and it can grow, but it just takes time. It just took that person, where did he go? Jimmy. Guys, it took him so many years, 19 years to save up all that money, but waiting that amount of time is worth it because your money will grow. And I'm sorry, pause that screen if you need more time. I'm just so excited. I want to keep working on this summary. What is the last thing that you figured out, fourth graders? Just what I was saying. It helps to save early and to keep saving. Get that plan and work hard at it. So my summary, I'm going to take all those pieces of my chart and it says saving money is important. Budgets can help you save. Compound interest helps build savings. It helps to save early and to keep saving. Savings can grow, but it takes time. There it is. Give yourselves a pat on the back, fourth graders. You just wrote a summary. Killed it. So for your reading response today, you're going to look at the second paragraph. Let's look at it. The second paragraph about piggy banks. And you are going to answer these questions. What did people make household items such as dishes and jars out of? What is the connection between pig and the way people saved money in the 1400s? And how were the pig jars like modern piggy banks? Then you're going to take those 3 important details and you're going to summarize that paragraph. I'm helping you find, you're welcome, fourth graders, I'm helping you find those important details, and you are going to create your own summary. I am so excited that we got this book finished today and we learned all about those piggy banks. So cool. Have a great rest of your day, fourth graders, and I will see you next time. Bye.